Hey, good morning, friends. Dave Nessberg out on a beautiful, beautiful morning just to tell you a story and something to think about during this Thanksgiving break that's coming up. Before I was a camp director in northern Michigan, I had the opportunity and the pleasure to be a high school history teacher in South St. Paul, Minnesota. I absolutely loved coaching there. I loved teaching there. And one of the opportunities that I had with my history students was that every other year we would take a group to Europe and we would see all of the places that we had been talking about and we'd been studying. It was an amazing time, and I've got a boatload of stories from that time. But today what I'm thinking about is a time when we were in Rome. And as we got to Rome, we got onto the bus driver looked at us and said, "Hey, is there any music you'd like me to play? Anybody have a cassette tape?" And I said, "Yeah, we got a cassette tape." We only had one along, but one of my students had What's the Story, Morning Glory. It's an album by a group called Oasis. One of their big hits on that was called Wonderwall. And we put that cassette in and we began to drive around Europe for 2 weeks. And I don't think that cassette ever came out of the player, just played over and over and over again. And I want you to know, we didn't get sick of the music. We actually sort of got attached to it. We loved hearing the songs. It was kind of like our comfort. It was like a warm blanket getting on the bus, hearing this music, bringing us back to our roots in America. It was awesome, and we loved that time. Well, we got back to Minneapolis, flew into the airport. I remember getting into my car, and I had the same cassette in the car, and I was going to put it in, and I thought to myself, maybe it's time for me to listen to some other stuff. And I put another album in, and I said, oh, it's good to hear other songs, good to hear other music. I want to encourage you guys this Thanksgiving to embrace some different music, to embrace a different thing, a different way of doing things, because we can't do things the way we've always done them. Put in a different cassette, but embrace that opportunity. I also want you to embrace a new opportunity in your lives spiritually. For a lot of you, you've been Christians for a long time and you're stuck in a rut. You've been playing the same soundtrack over and over and over again, the same people, the same places, the same whatever it is. And I want to encourage you to grab a different cassette, to grab a different soundtrack, to grab a different book, to grab a different route in your faith and find out what God has in store for you in great and amazing abundance in this world. Lamentations 3 says this: because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed, for his compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. They are new every morning. May this Thanksgiving and may this season that you're coming into be fresh and new and exciting for you in your life, in the life of your friends and family, and in your spiritual lives, in your heart. God bless and have a great Thanksgiving.